Okay, cool. Let me add her.
I already am insanely confused.
Hi, Norma.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yep, sound good. Thank you so much for joining us.
You did it.
Good job. So how are you doing this morning?
Feeling hopeful.
Good.
That's good, yes.
Tomorrow Adventures with Purpose is going to be there, so I'm feeling super hopeful too.
It's tomorrow they're going to be there? Okay, okay.
Tomorrow they get there. They get into Sama today. That's why I was just talking to my sister-in-law. So it took me a little bit. But yeah, they'll be here tomorrow. They'll be here today in Selma, but they'll start everything tomorrow.
Perfect. Now, just I wanted to start this out by asking you, tell us a little bit about Jolissa.
Jolissa is vivacious. Jolissa is very family orientated. Jolissa is beautiful person. She's gutsy. She cares about her family. Jolissa's the light. Jolissa's our missing link.
Yeah, she's your bubbly child.
Yes, yes, that's what exactly. She's my.
Yeah. When I look at her pictures, I kind of see a little bit of me. She just looks really like she's always smiling and always joking around. And I'm not gonna lie, I've looked a little bit at her Facebook comments, and it looks like she's always making jokes with all of her friends and keeps everybody laughing.
Yes, and she's like, you know, if you want her to put on something, she puts it on. If we tell her to dance, she'll dance.
Oh, wow. I'm going to put up some pictures here I found.
So there was a few questions that, you know, we can't answer, and I don't think they're detrimental to hurting the case, that we would just like to ask you. Also, having you talk to us brings a lot more awareness. People really connect with parents. And then I'm not lying to you. Your guys' interviews were one of the most moving interviews I've ever seen.
They were, yes.
So it's really important that you know, you keep talking, just so you can keep Jolissa's name out there. And you know what? It's picking up. Everyone wants to talk to you right now. So this is a great start. One question that somebody had was, do we know what time she called her brother? Because I know she called him when she called her sister the very first time. So it would have been somewhere between the party and AM PM. Do you know what time?
I think my son said 3:30.
Okay. And that's the time that her friends said she had left the party. So that makes sense.
So she called as soon as she left. She called my son Joey.
Perfect. That lines up the time that Julie said, her friend.
Yeah.
What was her mood when she called him? Did they talk?
Yeah, she did talk to him. She said, I'm taking off from this party. Where are you at? My son was in Fresno at the time. And then she goes, I'm going to go to the store and I'll be back.
So I heard that he was at the Denny's in Fresno. Was he at the one on Jensen in 99 or like way in town?
I don't know which one. He just said he was in Fresno. He was with his friend, his good friend. So he said that he was in Fresno and that he couldn't, you know, he wasn't close by there. So she goes, okay, I'm going to go to the store. I'll be back.
Because my first thought when somebody said that she went through Sanger, I was like, what if she was trying to go to the Denny's, you know, like, because you know how it's right there on the border of Fresno and Sanger?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. They had said that she has gone to Avocado Lake before. And I was telling Zavgirl that growing up there, I have ended up at the lake at 4 or 5 in the morning with friends to hang out, smoke and stuff. Mine was usually Millerton because it's the other way, but you know, same stuff. So it doesn't seem abnormal to me. But would she go out there alone?
Yeah, she would. She would go out there alone. Yeah, she would. She liked going into like these desolate areas. That's why we were so focused in the country.
Right.
At first, we were because she would like go into these. You know how the country has like a lot of the orchards and you know, like little hidden spots. You know, I'm pretty sure when you were young, people would like, you know, we'd like to go hang out at those places. But like I said, Jolissa was very gutsy. She would like to go in there and kicked back in there. Like, you know, I guess it brought her peace of mind. My husband says that he thinks it was, they would give her like an adrenaline rush. My husband's here too, if you guys want to speak to him too.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Baby.
Is this the Joe and Jolissa?
Yes. So I have, okay, so our first is Irene, which is named after my husband's mom, my mother-in-law. And then Jolissa, Joey, Josiah, Jordan.
Oh, I love that. We're all T's in my family.
Yeah,
we're all A's in mine.
This is a YouTube channel, babe, doing a thing for Jolissa. Say hi.
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 Thank you for doing this.
Hey, no problem.
Oh, no problem. No
My
problem.
name's Amanda, and I'm from Fresno. So when, you know, when this came out on the news, I'm pretty sure I got it because I was in Fresno. And then when I mentioned it to my mom, she said, you need to cover her. And I've been on a little bit of a maternity break, and she kind of said that, like, you need to get your butt to work. And that's, I feel like I need to be doing more. We're so close, you know?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And my name's Tiffany, so it's nice to meet you both. So are you guys searching? Do you guys need help? Like, what can we do as a community to help you guys?
We've been searching. So we've been searching since day one. We've been up and down, up and down. We were in the country. Like I said, our main focus was in the country. The first couple of days we were out there, like, you know, us and our family and, you know, complete strangers were out there with us, going through the orchards, going through the fields. Me, my husband, my sister-in-laws were getting off on every house in Nebraska that had a camera, asking to see their footage. We were on foot. We did the line searches. We covered like that whole first area.
Oh.
So but
did you get some camera footage?
Yes, we did. We got camera footage. But it's not Jolissa. So we know that she didn't make it at first. At first, we were thinking she drove all the way over there by Peach in Nebraska, because her friend, which had gotten murdered a year ago this month, he used to live out there. So we were thinking that that's where she had went at first. Yeah, that's where she had went at first. So our whole focus was out there at first for the first few days. And over there looks, I don't know if you guys been out there, it looks pretty sketch. Like there's, you know, fields, and, you know, these houses, they have like fences, and nobody could get right through there. So we were out there for first couple of days, and then we started we divided ourselves, and we started like going to the houses with all the cameras. And she doesn't make it that far. We talked to this Indian lady, one of the big mansions that are out there, like the first couple of houses, like about a block and a half off in Nebraska. And she had the top camera. Like it was really, really good quality. And she's like, she didn't make it this far. Like she called us in. Me and my husband went in her house, and we looked, and no, I think the camera picked up somebody like at 240 something heading that way, and another one like at 5 something, but there were trucks. It was trucks. So we were like, oh.
And do you know if they got any footage from Bank of America? Because I just actually heard about that yesterday, that they
haven't told us anything about that.
That you guys were able to track her Find My iPhone to Bank of America. Was that her bank?
No, no, I don't know. They haven't told us anything about Bank of America. Nobody's told us anything about Bank of America. Oh, the only thing that we know is what was said in the press conference.
Okay.
That she went to the country, right, which we all know. I know she didn't make it that far, because both people on both sides with these nice cameras said she didn't make it that. So she either turned right or left on the country roads, and then she came back into. She had to have come back into Selma, which is what they're saying. They seen her. Yeah, they seen her come back into town. And they said she was alone. That's what they saw. That's what they told us. And then that they got the ping over avocado and pine plat area.
So they think she made it out to the avocado. Okay. Has law enforcement been helping? Have they been pretty good in assisting?
I'm gonna say not as what we wanted to. Not like I wanted to. I don't know my husband's opinion is on that, but
I will tell you that I called every day asking about a press conference, and I never once got a call back. So when all of a sudden there was a press conference, I was like,
it took them 16 days. What, my daughter was missing Today's
they
day
got the message.
16, yeah, 15 days. It took them 15 days to do a press conference. It took them forever to even like. A lot of the stuff that was done because of my family and friends and people like you guys.
Right. And right now, Norma's friend who works at the local Starbucks and other Starbucks in the area have started a drive. So when people go into Starbucks, they can donate towards the search. And there's also a GoFundMe that you can access at Find Jolissa's Facebook page. I'll send
Bring
somebody
Jolissa home safe. Yeah, I think it's Bring Jolissa home safe.
Okay, and mods, can you find? Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead, Norma. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's Bring Jolissa home safe, and that's to find. That's for search efforts. Like we want to look into hiring a private investigator, and gas. For the people that are doing the drones.
Yeah, and they're donating a lot of food and water and drinks to people. So if you guys want to donate.
Yeah, to the AWP team, and just when we have our little searches and people go out there, we need lots of water and snacks. The heat is scorching, and I'm so grateful for everybody.
I know.
I know you try to find the link and share it right now. We're working on it. The GoFundMe, so we can share it with everybody.
I'm so sorry, Zav.
Oh, it's all right.
I know you've been speaking with Riley, so I'm working alongside Riley Lively. We basically split up our work. She does TikTok and I do YouTube, and we have similar friends. So we didn't say let's split it up, but we kind of did. And she's helping so much, and she's running that group. So if you have any questions too, Riley Lively is on the Facebook group, and she also has a TikTok, and she can help as well. She knows everything up to date, and she's keeping it so updated.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Wait, it cut out. Can you guys hear?
I can hear.
Oh, you can?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you. You cut out for a minute.
Yeah, Blake, Riley has been amazing. She has been helping us out so much. We talked to her yesterday for like 40 minutes at night. She usually checks in at night. We talk, and she's been amazing.
Now, I had heard that Jolissa did work, but she didn't work that day. And then it's also unusual for her to miss work. Is that true?
Yes. Yes. She works 6 days a week at her her aunt runs the packing house custom produce, and Jolissa works 6 days a week, and she does not miss work. She likes to work. She likes to pay for her own things. She paid her car cash.
Wow.
She's a hard worker.
One other thing I had heard was she didn't like to drive on interstates. That she would rather take.
She didn't like to drive on the freeways. She didn't like to drive on the freeways. She liked the back roads.
Okay, so it is normal for her to have driven like through Sanger and stuff to get to.
Yes. Yeah, because she doesn't drive freeways. She doesn't do the freeways.
So does she have a boyfriend or
no boyfriend?
No boyfriend. Okay. Do you know like a lot of her friends and stuff?
I know a couple. Jolissa doesn't have a lot of friends. Jolissa only has a few friends. Her circle is small.
And they seem really close. They all link back to each other. Like when you're on Facebook and there's a picture of one friend and the other one will comment, and you go to her page and Jolissa and the other friend are there. Like they all seem like a really tight group.
Yeah. Her friend Dominic has been there every day searching for Jolissa. Yeah.
No, she called her sister at like 5 a.m. Does she normally call her that early?
I don't think so. My daughter was asleep. She called her she tried to FaceTime her like at 5:24, and then she tried to FaceTime her again at 5:26. And my daughter was at the time, she has a friend in LA that she goes and, spare the moment, goes over there and, visits her. And that's where my daughter was at. And then, but she was asleep. And she said she was charging the phone somewhere like in the other room. But it was 5:26. She was asleep. My baby couldn't answer.
Yeah. I had heard she was in LA too when
she was in LA. She was at her girlfriend's house in LA.
Yeah. And you mentioned her best friend was murdered. Did they ever catch who did that to her friend?
Yes, they did. He was murdered, and he wasn't murdered over there in the place where she would go. That's where he used to live. He was murdered in Selma. But yeah, they got the kid who did it.
Good.
Okay. So criminality
he was a kid. He was only 16.
Wow, he was only 6. Oh my gosh. What I mean, what was the deal? Did he know her friend, or was it a random?
I don't know how they ended up with them, but I don't know too much about that case, to be honest. Okay. All I know is that he was murdered and she took it hard.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
And it was a kid that did it. Actually, he was only 16.
Wow. Man, that's so crazy. So criminality asked, why did she get a bag? Was it like she get a bag of clothes? Was she going?
No, I don't know why people are saying that. She got her Michael Kors purse backpack. That's what she always has.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a bag. She didn't get a bag of clothes. She didn't get nothing like that. When whoever said bag meant the Michael Kors bag, the purse is the one that everybody carries.
Okay.
I carry a backpack too as a purse.
Yeah,
so
like the backpack purses. That's what she has. I gave it to her for her birthday, and she always uses it. That's her purse.
So I have a question that's a little bit personal, and it's something that a lot of us deal with. So I don't think it should be anything to be thought of as negative. But did you think Jolissa may have been depressed?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
It's something that a lot of people do suffer from. So it would be a good question to ask.
I don't think she was depressed.
Yeah. And
would she get sad sometimes? Yes, of course, everybody does, but I don't think she was depressed.
And Be Reals asks, was it normal for her to be out that late by herself like that? At that time?
Sometimes. I don't think all the time, but I think sometimes she would like to go out there.
Okay.
Like not all the way to Pine Flat, but to be out something. Babe, do you think it was normal for her to be out that late, or?
I mean, well, it was already in the morning, coming like after 5, and she was at a party the night before with her friends. You know what I mean? On her days off.
Yeah, she only has one day off. She only has that day off. She works
one day to enjoy herself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jolissa was like, she like being by herself, or I guess think, you know what I mean? She'd go to the country, go to the Pine Flat.
Now, was she
by herself?
Was she just a smoker, or do you guys think she may have drank that night?
I don't know, to tell you the truth. She didn't look like she was drinking because she was walking good when she was in the store, She wasn't really too much into alcohol. Because
I do know that if you drink and smoke at the same time, you can get like really dizzy. So as somebody who smokes marijuana as well, I've always had to choose whether I was going to, smoke or drink. So it was just a question that I had, just wondering.
Yeah, no problem.
Was she acting different lately?
No, she wasn't.
That's why everyone's reacting.
Yeah, that's why
we know her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you
that
guys
and the police said that as well, that they got that from you guys. That's one thing they really picked up on, that you guys aren't just adamant. You guys are positive this isn't like her. That this is something she would do.
This is not something she would not do. That's why we called the police the very first day she didn't come home. That Sunday night, we called the police. We knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
We didn't even let 24 hours pass before we called the authorities. We know in our hearts that something happened to our Jolissa, because this is not like her. She would not do this.
Yeah.
Right.
And other people too know her.
Like everybody knows that this is out of her character. She would not 100% do this.
And I get that too. I get that from her.
Yeah, she would not do this. There's no way.
Man. That party that she was at, did the cops talk to all the people that were there?
I don't know if they talked to everybody. I know that they talked to the Julie, the one that has the where she lives. That's where the house I was at. I'm not gonna say the owner. That's her parents' house. So it's her house where she lives.
I just wonder if she told any of them, like, "Oh, I'm going to be driving out here, or do you want to meet me?" Or since it was after that party, or if it was just kind of something she was going to do by herself.
Something we don't know. We wish we knew, but we don't know. That's why we've been searching and searching, and today me and my husband will probably go out there for a while and, search other areas, but it's so huge. So huge.
Yeah. Wow.
So one thing I want to make sure that we clear up, because this is a rabbit hole for conspiracies. There was an argument at the party, but yes. I want to make sure to say that Julie has said what the argument was, and we know for a fact that Jolissa left the party. And you're saying she told her brother she was leaving, and we've seen her afterwards on video. So nobody at the party had any involvement with her disappearance. And your daughter has spoken to everybody at the party as well, she said.
Irene?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has said on Facebook that she had spoken with everybody that had been there that night.
Yeah. As for what we know of, yes.
I just want to make sure to shut that down.
100% sure. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing's 100% sure, but that's what we know of.
Yeah. And one thing that people are wondering is, does she have, was she a good driver? Or would you consider her a good driver?
Yes. My husband's like, yes.
Yeah. Because it gets dark out there. When you're driving out there, it gets very dark.
Jolissa was very cautious. That's why she wouldn't drive on the freeway. She was like.
And it's a 2011 silver Hyundai, correct?
Yeah, 2011 silver Hyundai Accent.
Okay.
Accent, yeah.
So Charlena says, can you ask where her phone pinged last? Wasn't that near Avocado Lake, right? Where her phone pinged last? Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And they didn't give us a time, just that it pinged over there?
In the morning, not telling us a time, they said.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just feel like she got there when she called her sister.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would make sense.
Yeah, we don't know. There's so many things, what ifs, but maybe, yeah, it would make sense to us. I don't know for 100%. They don't want to give us the time.
Yeah, they just want to make sure that they keep some stuff to themselves. Somebody else mentioned again that AWP will be there tomorrow, and I can't wait, just so we can at least knock that off the list.
So we want to knock it off us too. I know she's not in there. I know she's alive. I can feel it. But we just want that to get so they could focus somewhere else. So they could start focusing somewhere else and find my baby.
Yeah, I mean that's why we're all here. I have been not covering, but I've been helping with missing people cases since I was a kid. It's just always drawn me in. And now that I'm a mom, I can't even pretend to imagine the confusion you guys are going through. So, I'm so sorry that we meet under these circumstances, but I'm glad you guys are on here talking, because the more you talk, the more her story is going to get out there. And I swear people are going to come help.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the community. Thank you for continuing to talk to my daughter about my daughter.
No problem. Is there anything that we could do, like people that are local? Is there a search? Is there like an organized search, or
we're disorganized? Of course, this has never ever happened to any of us, so we don't really know. But we tried the best that we can. We today, me and my husband are gonna go drive. I just tell people, pray wherever God takes you. Go through there. Go look. And usually on the weekends we get the big searches, and then we divide up. And there was a man out there this weekend, very kind of him to come from Hanford, and he knew the country. Well, he knew that area, so he divided us up, and we tackled a few places. But like I said, it's so huge out there.
And I laughed because I had heard that there were so many people helping that at one point they were going over the same spots again. I don't think that's a bad thing, but that we have had people go out and search to the point where they've searched the same area, they've doubled over. So when she's saying it's unorganized, it's just a little bit, but only because people are eager to help. And we're trying to organize it a little bit more. If you join the Facebook group, they actually are starting to put where they're searching, and people are uploading the videos.
Yeah, because of course. I don't think anybody knows how to really you do this, you do that. When it hits you, it's nothing like this has ever happened. I don't even think anybody's ever been involved in such a search like this in our town.
Right. So yes, Selma doesn't even have the manpower for this. They had to reach out to Fresno. One question that I have, and other people are asking as well, do you know if she was on dating sites? Because it's kind of easy to
she wasn't.
Have an app.
No, she wasn't. I asked my daughter Irene would know definitely. She said no dating sites, nothing like that.
And do you know if her phone is shut off, or is it?
Yeah, it turned off. Yeah, it completely had to, after when Grandma called her in the morning, we kept calling and calling and calling. Yeah, the same day we knew.
Grandma said she knew right away.
Okay.
Right away.
But
there's something wrong.
But they won't give you any times, huh? Wonder if they could tell like when it was turned off. Okay.
Does she use like Snapchat, like any vanishing messages?
She doesn't have Snapchat. She doesn't have Instagram. She only has Facebook.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah,
and we don't know what time the phone turned off. Just that when Grandma called, it was off already.
Yeah, and when we kept calling, it was already off. It was off. Yeah, they won't let us. They won't tell us what time, so we don't know anything like that. They won't tell us what time. They said in the morning, and that was it.
Okay.
So I want to clear up. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, Autumn, Renee, can you share the GoFundMe? It's a GoFundMe, right? The fundraiser.
Yeah, it's a GoFundMe. Yes.
Yeah, can you share that? I'm gonna have my mods share it a couple more times. If anybody wants to help, please donate.
Oh, you want me to share it?
No, I'm gonna have them share it.
Oh,
yeah, they're gonna share it. I have moderators, so you don't even have to worry about it.
Okay.
So just to clear up it's not necessarily a rumor, but people have been saying it, that her phone was wiped clean. I wanted to clarify that I think I know what they're talking about, that when you guys searched her Google history to see if her location was there, and when you guys searched her Facebook history, that there was none there, correct? And that's what they meant by there was nothing on her phone.
Yeah, there's nothing on her phone like that. I don't know if
that's what they mean.
Stuff or what, but my daughter, she hacked into her Facebook and she doesn't see anything.
Wow.
It's not hacking.
She only sees the calls that she made to her.
Oh.
Amanda, is that abnormal? Are you saying that it was wiped like that, or it was like all cleared, or is that normal?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. I'm not too tech savvy. I don't know a lot of the, about. I have a Facebook, Instagram, but I don't know how all the technology stuff that's out there.
Is there anything else you would like to share about Jolissa?
I would just like to share that we love Jolissa, that Jolissas are missing link, that we want her home more than anything in this world. And I want to thank everybody for all, for their support and for being there, being there for us and for praying. We are deeply humbled. We are so appreciative of everybody, and to keep looking for her. Never stop looking for her until we find my baby. And praying. Yeah, I already said praying, baby. Here, you want to say something?
Question?
No, just something that you want the public to know.
I just want the public to know that we're thankful, for all the help we've been getting. People we don't even know going out there and searching and praying and crying with us because they feel our pain, that we'll never forget that, you know what I mean? And thank you for social media, for sharing posts and YouTube, everybody getting involved with social media. And I pray that they continue to share everything on social media, keeping her name out there until she comes back home. Thank you.
Yeah, we're family now, so we're gonna help.
Yes, we are. I'll keep talking about it and sharing any updates or anything.
And Jolissa, if you're out there, Jolissa, we're gonna find you. We love you, Mama.
All right, Amanda, do you have any other questions or?
I have so many, but I'm gonna go ahead and write them down, and we're gonna talk to Norma again. Until we find.
All right, Norma. Well, thank you for coming on and talking, and thank you to your husband. And
thank you, guys. God bless.
All right, God bless you.
Guys, have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, wow.